Yeah! Listen to it! Listen! Oh my God!
Rocking out. You
what are we
hear
doing?
that groove?
I don't know. It's too crazy. It's crazy. You guys hear that out there? Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Feel it. Feel it.
I'm feeling
Oh
it,
my
Tom.
God. This is like, I just feel like shooting cyber demons and barons of hell. And I don't know if people can hear
And the
me.
Skype.
I don't know if people can hear you, Tom,
Yeah.
but
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hair of the Dogcast, episode 27.
welcome to that big 27.
It's our Doomcast.
The Doomcast. We've been in works of this for years, guys.
Years.
Today,
And today's the day.
yes, today is going to be almost all about Doom. And I'm one of your hosts, Tom Wagner, and I'm here with this guy who's already pouring a beer.
Hey, guys. It's me, Josh Miller, with a beer called Invasion from Cigar City Brewing
Wow.
from Florida.
Yeah.
It's a pale ale.
I think that's appropriate.
I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
Invasion, such as demons coming to Mars, and trying to take over the world.
The Doom
of
invasion.
The Doom
Right, Doom
invasion.
invasion.
Josh, you hear somebody else talking?
No.
Right now? Was somebody
Should I not talk?
Is that?
kind of weird?
It,
Do we have a guest today?
yeah, we got a revenant here. Mr. Brian Kline, a.k.a. street name Sonic Clang.
Sonic Clang.
Clang, clang.
Give it up for Brian, everybody.
Hey, welcome
Give
to
it
the
up.
show,
Thank
Brian.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah.
I've been
thanks-
only bugging you for a year.
Yeah. Thanks
Jeez.
for coming out, man.
Well, I'm glad you guys have the really super fancy setup.
Yeah, you
now.
came in just the right time.
I
We tried.
feel like you're hitting your stride right now.
We're all Hollywood now.
Thank you. Yes. Please don't talk to me. Talk to my agent. He can be reached at
yep.
right over here or something. Yeah. So Brian, I think it's very fitting that we're doing the Doomcast when you're here.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say your claim to Doom is?
I remade the original soundtrack
Whoa.
for the original game.
So that awesome music we were just jamming into.
Right. So yeah, that was me.
That was you.
Yeah.
You did
That was.
Yeah, so in 2005, I was invited to join a team of guys that were from all over the world. They had heard some of the music I put out previously,
Yeah.
and
Awesome.
they were excited to invite me. And I did a test one day to kind of see if I would work with the team, and they all liked it. So I joined the team, and it took about a year to make
Right on.
all the songs.
So you
Nice.
did the entire
Full
soundtrack.
Just for episode 1.
Okay, just right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remade all of them. The ones that were like the rock music, I fully replaced everything. I did my own guitars and drums.
Nice.
That's
And
awesome.
bass.
Getting shreddy.
Yeah, got shredded the shreds and the E1M1.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds freaking awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. So that was a while ago now. But I'm getting back into it. I finally have my recording set up
Right on.
in my new house. So,
Hell yeah.
yep.
Well,
Right.
we'll get into all that stuff
Yep.
in a little bit. Trust us. Trust us.
Should I try the invasion?
Yeah.
You should.
We do the beer thing?
Oh, I
Beer?
almost drank that.
Ladies and
So-
gentlemen, Hair of the Dogcast is a podcast about video games and beer and video games. We drink actual live beer on this podcast, which is what we're going to do right
Right
now.
now.
Invasion by Cigar
Invasion.
City Brewing.
Fuck you, demons.
What kind of beer is this again?
It's a pale ale, so it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little hoppy, but refreshing.
Yeah, that's good. That's
A
good.
little citrusy
God, I
kick.
feel it. Oh.
I was very parched. Like, I was sitting here before the podcast. I'm like, well, we going to start the podcast? Because I'm just really antsy in my mouth. 'Cause-
Antsy in the mouth.
Yeah,
You just needed some
antsy
beer.
for beer.
Right.
Nothing else.
Are you sure?
Maybe pretzels.
You-
But,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Holy cow.
and
That's cool.
it's a tasty, nice light beer. Light by my standards, but
Hey,
simple pale ale.
it's good.
Yeah. And, Brian,
I think it's all right.
What's up?
I think it's all right.
how are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
A little bitter for you?
Well, maybe a little bit.
Brian's
That's
an
okay.
alcoholic.
No, don't say.
If he's not, he will be by the
He's not.
the end of
He's
this,
not. He's not.
podcast,
Definitely.
for sure.
So I've listened to your podcast a number of times.
Oh, stop it. You're the one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
thank
that
you.
guy on Stitcher who's
Thank you.
the one.
Nice.
And the funny thing is, I always thought that they each drank a beer every time they cracked one open. And I was listening the other day thinking, holy crap, how am I going to keep up with these guys? They're like on beer number 3, 15 minutes in.
Yeah, our last podcast we went.
Little did I know they poured just a little bit into
yeah.
three
We
two glasses.
Yeah, we split them up so everybody. It's like little tasters.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
easier to manage.
We actually did go down pretty well, but however, it was really overall about almost 2 beers apiece between when Alex was on the last podcast.
Yeah.
So
We
And
still
that's
ended up
reasonable.
feeling good at the end of the day. Yeah. I've never not felt good at the end of a podcast.
it's a feel-good podcast.
more ways-
And
more ways
are
going.
you guys drinking anything out there? Well, all right.
I can't hear anybody. You need to talk louder.
Please
Shit.
have a beer with us.
Come on. Yeah, please. So, let's get down to brass tacks. Josh, I understand you just did something crazy or major right before the podcast.
I spent a bunch of money and bought a freaking car, guys.
Whoa! Like just bought a car.
Just like right before I got here, and that's why this podcast didn't happen exactly when we wanted it to.
Right.
But
it's your
I had to
fault.
go to Milwaukee, and everything's my fault. But hey, guys, I got a new car.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Is it new?
Not new.
Okay.
New for me.
Do we get to drink a lot and then go take it for a spin?
That's the plan,
afterwards?
guys. That's what we're going to do.
Right. What color is it?
Orange.
Orange.
Such as the fiery hell of Doom.
Right. Like the
Nice.
General Lee?
It's
that kind of orange?
more of a Dodge Charger Doom modeled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It's got a nice...
Good.
A nice cyber demon painted on it with a naked lady.
He's not
just
lying.
Chilling underneath, like with one big boob, but her arm covers the other one, so like you only get half the boobs. But
Did you get
Just
the
has
rocket,
one big one?
Did you get
Like,
the
not
rocket
two?
launcher
Just like-
option?
yeah,
In the back?
yeah, it's great. You should all see it.
Right on.
But yeah, so that's what I did today.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. It's
Yeah.
it's a big
Congratulations
day for me.
and what was the first thing you hauled?
This chair from the bar in which I bartend at, so we could have 3 chairs for the podcast today, and a box of goodies such as some Doom games for fun, Mr. Revenant,
Look at
and
that.
some beer for the podcast, including we have a special Founders Imperial IPA,
We do?
boozy ass Doom beer.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
just rip
It's a
it.
taste- Tasty
We're actually
one.
going to drink a beer named Doom.
Right.
It's called Doom.
We're going to drink our Doom.
Yeah. How fitting. Way to go, Founders. Making a beer just in time for our podcast. And shout out to our boy Eric for donating that, actually.
Yeah. Thanks, Eric, man. Thank
yeah.
you. Wow, we have another fan of the show, too.
Yeah.
This is...
Two of them?
Yeah.
This
Oh.
is just amazing.
Yeah, so that one was donated by our pal Eric. And yeah, let's keep drinking. Let's have some more Doom discussion.
Yeah.
So,
Let's do that.
hey Tom, you got some story.
Do I?
How does Doom relate to our home state of Wisconsin?
Well, did you know that id Software, the guys that made Doom, actually developed in Madison for a while?
No. Nobody
It's true.
told me.
It's true.
I like to go to Madison.
I knew that.
Yeah.
He knew
knows
that.
everything. You have to know that. Come on.
Yeah,
come
yeah.
on. And you know how I knew that? Do you know how I knew
You're that guy.
Because I read a book called Masters of Doom. And this is a great book. It details the kind of the development or the getting together of id Software. John Carmack and John Romero and Adrian Carmack, and no relation. I think this is like the first video game book I ever read. It came out in like mid-2000s.
Cool.
And by David Kushner, and it's I really enjoyed it. It was like really riveting. I don't know. Have you read it all or
Nope.
Nope. Okay, Brian, have you
I've read it at least twice.
at least.
Oh!
I think I started reading it a third time.
Yeah.
And life just got crazy, and I figured, okay, I
Yeah.
don't need to finish it again. That's fine.
Right. No, I remember reading it and I was like, wow, this is like really good. I wasn't expecting much. I'm like, oh, whatever, a video game book. But yeah, it turns out that Doom does have a connection with Wisconsin, and that is the day that the first episode came out, the shareware version.
Yeah.
I believe it. When was it? August 10th, 1993.
I should know that.
Oh.
God. Oh.
So we'll
or
say
was it?
in 1993?
Yeah, it was first uploaded to a server at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Badges.
They had so many people waiting to get onto the server that they couldn't connect to the server to upload the game. So they had to send out a message to people, hey, please, can someone get off the server so we can upload this thing?
Really?
Yep.
That's fucking funny. And yeah, and the rest is history, as they say. So yeah, if you're looking for something to read, I highly recommend this. This guy's also written another video game book that came out a couple years ago on Grand Theft Auto called Jacked. And that was all right, but it doesn't hold up to Masters of Doom. So go check it out. They got audiobooks and
then you can
everything.
be a master of Doom.
Yeah.
And speaking of Doom, I'm gonna throw this out. Seeing how I'm such a big fan,
Don't throw it out.
I'm gonna throw it out.
Don't throw it out.
No, I'm gonna give it away,
Yeah.
folks. I love Doom so much, the new one, that I bought the collector's edition. Therefore, I have an extra copy of Doom. Oh,
So what does that mean? What does that mean for our
I'm gonna
listeners,
give
man?
this away to one lucky listener. Yeah,
Or watcher,
or watcher.
if you're a watcher.
A wheel watcher?
I like to
Watchman.
watch. I'm a wheel watcher.
But yeah, so I got an extra copy, and I'm just gonna give it away.
So what are the terms and conditions?
What do you gotta do? What do you gotta do? Well, pay attention to the live cast. Right after the podcast, we're gonna make a post on our Facebook page. Please like our page, share it. I'll probably be sharing the episode today, and comment. Sure, why not? So like our page, share today's episode,
That's
and you will be in the lucky runnings for your copy of Doom. If
Wow.
you not
So
played
that's
this,
all you got to do. Just
that's
hit
all
a-
you gotta do.
Just click a button.
Just
like
that's
and
it.
share.
Like us. We
That's
want
2 buttons.
It helps us get out there more.
That's
People
2
like
buttons.
our schnit. It's a big scam. Not really. Somebody's getting a free copy of Doom.
Like one of the best games of all time, at least in recent memory, of recent days.
The new one?
New one.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the best current gen video game that I have played, and still, in my opinion.
I'm so sad that I haven't played it yet. And ashamed.
That's
as
a
you
whole
should
bunch
be.
of new music for you to
Oh,
remake.
God.
Oh,
You'll love
That
it.
guy was awesome.
Mick Gordon, I believe his
Yep.
name is.
Mick Gordon.
Massive.
After I finished it,
Mick Gordon Shumway.
yeah, I went on Twitter and I personally thanked him, and he totally obliged.
That's awesome.
Really?
He's like, hats off to you, Josh. Good. I'm glad you
Thank
enjoyed
you
it.
very much. I'm at my piano right now.
I forgot where he's from, but I think he's overseas
He is.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Mick Gordon?
I don't remember
I heard
where.
of
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously.
Oh, duh.
Racially profiling. Yeah.
But yeah, so free copy of Doom. I'll make some. I'll pick out the date of when it's going till. We'll post it right after the video. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Like and
Win
share.
yourself a game, everybody.
Get a Doom game. It's freaking phenomenal.
So yeah. So speaking of games, have you been playing anything that hasn't been Doom?
Yes.
You really? What?
Oh yeah, that's right. A couple things.
Shit.
I 99%ed Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Congratulations.
The one thing I can't do is
Yeah, what's
get
the 1%?
the achievement, which is like a 5-point achievement for like shooting off 5 brain cages on Blood Dragon. But I went through the whole game. I've done everything.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I haven't gotten to make it 100%. And I've killed like 40 Blood Dragons out in the wild, which is, yeah.
That's crazy. So the only way to get that 1% would be to start over, basically?
I don't know.
And
Maybe
try to get it?
if it lets me.
Right. Or
Maybe I'll try. They'll give me an excuse to play it through again someday. But but also
But
besides
it sounds like you
that-
liked it so much, you might actually do that.
Oh,
I've never seen you so giddy about a game.
I fucking
Like,
loved it. If
You were
look-
just like, Tom, I love this fucking, like, this game was meant
it
for
hit me right here. It hit me right here.
They
right
made
in the
this for
heart.
Josh.
So-
It says made for Josh.
Yeah,
right
you
on
got
the
Michael
title.
Beam. It's hilarious, great comedy, cheesy '80s adventure shooter. You like RoboCop, Terminator, Cyborg shit.
I like all
Blood
the above.
Might have to try
Dragons.
this game.
You're ticking all the boxes.
Yeah,
Ticking all the boxes.
yeah. Futuristic laser guns.
That sounds cool.
So much shit. Funny story. Oh yeah, and some like 16-bit sex scenes in between.
You gotta have those.
It was very classy. I only got a little
Did anything
halfway
blurred
up.
out?
but-
Was it total like?
I don't remember.
It's already been.
I was just
Right.
giggling
How many
and
pixels?
I was just giggling a lot watching like look at the 8 to 16-bit titty. But I went there, guys.
Are you? Wow.
So-
Were you sure it was one?
Um,
Was it?
I don't remember,
Okay.
but yeah, it was a sex scene. It was funny. It was great.
Right on. Right on. Okay.
Y'all like sex scenes.
Y'all like that a lot. Yeah.
Anyway, so Blood Dragon was a great adventure. I hope they make a full-length game someday.
Maybe.
I'll be standing the night before in line waiting for it.
Right. Maybe they'll do it a spin-off of like the next Far Cry game or something, because that one's scheduled
Yeah.
to come out this or early next year, I think. So maybe they'll. It's time to do another Blood Dragon.
Yeah.
I'd
Blood
love to
Dragon
see
for
that.
life. Also, Just Cause 3.
Oh, yeah. Tell us
picked-
about that. I've never played
Picked
that.
it up dirt cheap. It's a kind of open world, but you gotta like, what you gotta. It's all the world's kind of taken over by all the baddie guys, and you gotta get your provinces back, like different areas. You gotta take over. You gotta blow up their whole like everything, and then after you clear it, it's secure with I don't remember the good guys.
Okay.
So, but I mean.
It's like taking out like the outpost in like Far Cry
Yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So, but it's really cool. That makes it really different is like the grappling hook kind of thing they have. You just send a grappling hook, and you can like launch yourself in the air, parachute, and then like crazy glide through the air. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
but it's fun, really fun. And once you get it down, it's pretty easy.
That's awesome.
And
Can
then
you? I heard you. Is that where you can paraglide like into a falling vehicle and like drive it, or is that
probably.
Yeah,
That sounds cool.
you're right.
You can take your grappling hook, boom, boom, take two things, hold L2, and they just kind of smash into each other.
Right.
You blow a lot of shit up, so there's like explosion canisters everywhere. So you grappling hook that, attach it to a person. A grappling hook that, attach it to a car.
Oh, really? Okay.
Two cars together sometimes start flipping out, and all of a sudden they explode.
Right.
You know, it's ridiculous.
That's
but
awesome.
It's a lot of fun. So when you're done fucking around doing that shit, you just continue on with the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just like a typical like mission structure?
Kinda. There's story.
the map
There's
with a little-
story to it though.
Yeah.
I don't really care that much about the story. It's just fun playing it.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a game that you. Where story is definitely kind of second.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have it though.
Right.
And it's necessary.
It is. A guy like me,
So,
I like. my
Anybody
narrative.
else play Just
I like my
Cause
narratives.
3? I recommend it because it's like probably a $15, $20 game nowadays.
Right. Yeah, I can't remember if that one came out for PC because I think Just Cause 2 had a huge mod community, and just people were just posting like these insane videos of people fucking with the physics behind the scenes and
Yeah.
just having these huge Armageddon scenarios where just shit's just going.
You can
blowing up.
glitch and stuff. When me and a buddy were playing, he somehow it was something like he exploded two cars when he was like on top of them or something, and he exploded upward, and all of a sudden he was like through the bottom frame of like the ground, and he's like swimming in the ocean.
Yeah.
Underneath. Yet you're underneath
But
the
you're-
level.
Oh,
like,
really?
the design.
Okay, yeah. So,
So-
you're outside of the bounds of the.
Yeah,
the
I
little-
don't think that's common, but
No.
it happened
Right.
right when we first played it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian, have you ever played a Just Cause game?
I have not.
Okay. All right. Have
Well,
you played anything else? I've never played one either, so.
I off the top of my head those are the two that I
Yeah.
really dabbled into.
Cool, man.
Probably played some other stuff, but I don't want to talk about that.
No.
That's secretive. I got some private games that I play, guys.
Sometimes he just doesn't want to tell.
Sometimes I just
Greasy.
want to play Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball.
Yeah.
All day and night.
Or, yeah, My Little Pony Unicorn Simulator.
Ooh.
My current personal favorite.
That's what I've been
Someday.
playing the most of.
It's pretty hot. I cover myself in Vaseline.
Speaking of hot,
I don't wear any
We
clothes.
should probably quench our thirst, Tom.
Oh, yeah, we should. Everybody done? Everybody? What's
I
next?
finished my 1 ounce of beer.
Good job,
We're
Brian.
going light on this guy. So
Yeah.
what he doesn't drink, me and Tom will gladly
That's
pick up
right.
for. How about hazelnut?
Hazelnut?
Hazelnut.
Which one is that one?
The
What
brown
is that?
nectar from Rogue.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh yeah.
That's
Rogue.
right.
This will be a sweet dandy beer probably. I've never had it, I don't recall. So,
Hi, Aaron. We're drinking a beer now. Okay.
hey
Who are
Aaron.
you talking to?
Aaron Keeling.
Oh,
Do you know Aaron Keeling?
Yeah,
He's
I know
online
Aaron.
right now. He's talking to us.
Oh, hello.
Over
there.
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron, how are
Give
you
me your
doing
glass,
out there?
Tom.
How are you doing out there? Hey, do you see the what's the Colin McGregor Mayweather
Yep.
explosion on
I didn't see explosion, but
or not explosion, but just the press
shit
conference.
talking.
The shit talking. Yeah. I'm not a boxing guy.
Who do you guys got? I got a double knockout at the same time. 5 seconds into the fight.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hilarious. Don't buy the fight. Don't support that crap.
Yeah.
Don't
I
pay-
don't know about that. I think this one might actually be worth just getting a bunch of friends like
I think
dudes
they're
to-
secretly talking to each other on the phones like, hey, you want to make a lot of money?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I'm an arrogant bastard, and I'm an arrogant bastard. I can play an arrogant bastard. And
Right. Because
So-
I think they're split. I heard they were splitting the money based on the gross or something like that.
As it should be.
So yeah, they have every incentive. But it was just
However,
hilarious.
if it's legit, Mayweather should really get in the cage because that's ballsy of McGregor to get in the boxing ring.
yeah,
with.
I don't know why I brought that up, but I just saw it online, and
It's
I'm
a-
not a boxing guy, but
Hey,
I'm like,
guys,
this looks fucking great.
It's a big ordeal.
It's a thing.
I'm not gonna pay because it'll be on the interwebs like right after everybody's gonna be showing it. So,
Right. Someone will back out in the last minute.
So Tom, we're drinking from Rogue Brewing.
Oh, Rogue. We've gone Rogue.
Dare risk dream. It's a hazelnut brown nectar.
No.
Ale with natural
Isn't it
hazelnut
amazing?
flavor.
Yes.
So we're going to Browntown, folks.
Oh, that sounds so appealing. Let's go to Browntown. Oh,
What are you doing back there?
we're just messing around here.
Oh yeah.
Taking the brown. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's not bad, guys.
Dun, 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 dun,
So I'm not
dun,
much
dun, dun.
of a drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is pretty good.
You hear that,
Very
folks?
different, yeah.
You hear that? Sonic Clang likes
Sonic
a beer.
Clang approved.
Woo!
Simple brown ale. I'm not getting too much hazelnut, but that's okay.
It's all right, everybody. It's all right.
Oh, tasty brown.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I've been playing Horizon. Still been playing Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS4. I don't know if
You
have you heard of that
would.
game?
No. Sorry.
It's like the PS4 version of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay.
It's kind of Assassin's Creed-y. Kind of talked about it in the last podcast, but you play as basically the red-haired girl from Game of Thrones, in the the wildling northern girl, and yeah, there's robotic dinosaurs. Got a little bit further in that game, and I'm really enjoying the story. I haven't been able to play a lot. I've been traveling this last week, but it's a good one. It's a good one.
It looks
So-
awesome.
Yeah, the graphics are fucking good. So good. What is this? Oh, Doom Through the Ages.
Through the ages.
Yeah.
The ages.
And
Take
if I put my head right
Doom.
here, I'm like the Doom guy.
Doom, this was your life. Yeah, now you gotta make the grunting faces
Yeah, and look
Yeah.
sideways.
I can't run as fast as him though.
No,
He's Doom guy, man. Nobody runs like him.
No.
fucking Doom, dude.
But yeah. So Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yep, checked in with Zelda again. It's my
Sucker.
airplane game now. So whenever I fly, just kind of.
But you got a lot left you can do, right?
Oh yeah. I'm only I think had 13% of whatever I could do
Wow.
done. So but yeah. So now it's just kind of fucking exploring this countryside whenever I can. Maybe find a new shrine and finish it. And yeah, put that little feather in my cap. And yeah, I should probably play something else on the Switch. But
Yeah,
like something else,
Arms.
or play that 1-2 switch game with somebody sitting next to me on the plane.
Oh, you should.
Like the nursing mother
party
that
game.
was sitting next to me on the way home.
The what?
The nursing mother that was sitting next to me on the way home.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'd be totally into it.
She would. She was kind of occupied, but, you know.
Was she nursing the entire flight?
Most of it.
It's a lot of
But,
nursing.
no, I'm a proponent of that. I think that's great, you know.
Anybody else out there nursing?
Nurse
right now?
Nurse wherever you want. Yeah.
Just don't forget to...
Yeah.
All right.
It's all right. It's all right. But
We'll just leave that one.
yeah, so that's pretty much, I think, as far as gaming, that's probably all I've really
Yeah.
been doing this last week or two. So
Well, those are some good games.
yeah,
Tom.
they're big games. You know, they're both like fucking 60, 70 hour. You know, Zelda's like 800 hours. So you know, you just play what you can.
Yeah.
Just hope for the best. Just hope for the best. I know you saw a Marvel movie that recently came out that I have not yet seen.
Oh.
I don't know if you wanted to talk about that because
You ever heard of a little guy called
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Tim Conway, Dorf, little guy, the guy from Fantasy Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Fantasy Island? Boy, that's a deep cut, huh? Everyone's like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
guy talking
no one
about?
What's going on?
Nobody
Fantasy
talking about
Island, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So yeah, I saw Spider-Man,
Yeah.
starring Michael Keaton.
He starred, huh?
Maybe.
Isn't that Birdman?
Yeah,
Isn't that,
that's what I was thinking, Birdman. And the funny thing is, I was calling him Bird Person.
Good. Let's be gender neutral.
Right.
Stop assigning labels to people.
Well,
Everybody.
I'm all for that.
I don't know if you're a Rick and Morty fan, but Bird Person's in Rick and Morty.
Oh,
I am Bird Person.
No.
So, anybody else watch Rick and Morty? Woo! Okay. So, yeah. Batman, a.k.a. Bird Person. maybe?
Okay, Spider-Man. Yes.
It's good.
Yep.
It's good. It's not great. It's good.
Okay.
Most people think it's great. Yeah.
I guess that.
It's good.
That
It's
bump,
cool.
you know.
It's cool.
Is it better than have you seen any of the
Yeah,
Amazing
the
Spider-Mans?
second Amazing Spider-Man was freaking awful.
Was it? I haven't seen any of
There's
those.
like 38
Alright,
villains. It was ridiculous. I mean, they had, I think, Jamie Foxx was kind of a cool character, and he was barely in it. They fucked that movie up bad. And then I'd say most of the way through the second Amazing Spider-Man, I was like, oh my god, is this gonna end? And then like, what's her name? The girl in that one breaks her back, like falling, and he saves her, and then however.
Oh.
And
was
I
it like
go,
by Bane? Did Bane break her back?
yeah,
Like.
but she like fell from the roof.
Oh, okay.
And
That was
I
DC.
remember I was in the theater. I was watching. I'm like, this movie sucks. This movie sucks. And here she breaks her back, and everybody's like quiet. I go, yes.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I was like, just need something like that right now. Just need
Yeah.
need everyone to die in this movie.
Right.
It's horrible.
Well-
Generally not a good recommendation then.
Don't
for
ever
a
watch
movie,
the
yeah.
second Amazing Spider-Man, but the new one's pretty good.
Yeah.
You
I haven't
know.
heard a lot of like. I guess it just came out last week or 4th of July week,
Something
the
like
7th or something.
that. You know,
I haven't heard a lot of buzz about it. I mean,
I honestly didn't care too much. I thought it was good though.
right?
Definitely worth a watch. I don't like how young he looks. Like he looks really
you.
young.
Yeah. Well, he's supposed to be young, right? Like 16. Like that's because that's.
I
the-
guess maybe he does.
Everyone's like,
Wouldn't
oh,
it be Spider Kid or something then?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Spider Man.
Spider toddler,
There you go.
spider fetus.
Spider Baby.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, he could get his own bottle
Yeah.
or something.
A little diaper poop and a little
I don't know.
Spidey web.
I don't know anything about kids, and it's a good thing I do.
Ah.
Yeah, but Brian knows things.
I know
about
a
kids.
lot about kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
you have those.
Would you like a
don't
spider
you?
child? Would you like one of your children to be bit by a
My
radioactive spider?
3-year-old, Eli,
Is a spider child.
he loves Spider-Man.
Really?
He doesn't know much about Spider-Man.
Like Tobey
but
Maguire Spider-Man?
No,
Okay.
he's never seen any of the movies.
Okay.
He's seen some of these really, really awful YouTube videos where people grown-ups, dress up in costumes.
Okay.
and
Like
just
overweight
kind of,
guys. Right?
Not necessarily, but
okay.
they get millions of views on these stupid videos where they dress up in superhero costumes.
And
And
go out
like, you
and
got
do
the
stuff.
Joker, like the Hulk,
Yeah.
Elsa from Frozen, and
She's not a superhero.
No.
Brian.
But they I know, but they.
I mean, to me, she is.
Against
oh, yeah.
the rules,
she
man.
kind of she has superpowers.
Let it go.
I'll try to let it go.
Let it go.
Anyway, that's pretty much the extent of his knowledge of Spider-Man, and he loves Spider-Man. So I'm waiting for him to get older so I can show him the new one and then the good-ish older ones.
I liked the first Tobey Maguire one or two.
I thought it was
Yeah.
The
okay.
third one I thought was kind of bad because Venom sucked.
The third one was
and then
miserable.
I
Quicksand
didn't even
guy,
see
I
it.
didn't care. What was his name? Quicksand? Sure.
Yeah, Quicksand Man. Sandman. I think it was the Sandman.
Sandman.
Just Sandman.
The guy from Wings. Thomas Hayden Church. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that one was... Yeah, not Sam
And
Raimi's best,
Venom was the opposite of what, like, he was that 70s show guy part 2, the other one from the show.
Yep.
And a scrawny dude. I believe in the comic books he was a big, giant dude. Like, hey, I'm Venom. I talk like this.
Yeah.
And maybe a bully. I don't remember, but I read it when I was a kid. You know better than me.
He does.
Why?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know why we're talking about Spider-Man 3,
So-
but yeah, that's a horrible movie.
The current Spider-Man, it didn't really make me go crazy, but it
Didn't
was
give
a,
you
it
the
was
warm
a-
fuzzies.
it was a good watch. I thought Michael Keaton was good.
Kind of your typical Marvel movie
Yeah,
experience.
Tony Stark has to be in it. You know,
Of course. Yeah.
he is Marvel.
He is. Although Robert Downey Jr. did announce that he's thinking about hanging up the Iron Man suit
Ha!
soon.
Oh, he's got enough money now.
I was that
Yeah.
guy's just rolling.
How much
What a
was he
dick.
actually in the new movie?
He's got 4 or 5 like short cameos.
Okay,
Not cameos, but like scenes.
so
See,
he probably just had like a 1 week shoot schedule where he just came on set for a little bit.
Probably 1.5 or 2 weeks.
Okay,
Maybe. You know how those days go.
sure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Uh,
Mr. Filmmaker over here.
Yeah, we were in a short film, secretive short film.
A film.
Yeah,
A bunch of years ago.
never
It was-
released.
It was
We
an
don't
art
talk
film.
about it. It was an artsy film.
It was called Phil's Scene.
Does footage
I'm
of
not
this
sure
exist
what
on
he's seen.
YouTube? Because I think you
It's-
should play that.
Oh man, what?
Does footage of
We
that
don't
exist?
have it. I don't know.
I have it. It's,
You
Keep
should
it
have
in
brought it.
Keep it in your pants.
Should have brought. Oh,
I have.
we're getting that.
No, we're not.
I have
We're
it on
getting
my.
Yeah, you
YouTube
want to lose
channel.
ratings.
I have it on my YouTube channel, but it's a private video.
Oh.
I put it there for posterity because we worked really hard on that thing.
Yeah. Oh, do sign in. Oh, do sign in.
No.
No.
Nobody wants to see it. It's bad.
Well,
Hey Tony, how
I
was
thought
it?
you were pretty good.
Was it?
I thought you were pretty good.
I don't even remember anything about it because I never saw it. I never saw a finished product.
Oh my. Okay, I'll have to show it to you
Some-
All right, after.
before we're done today.
No, I didn't even want to watch it today.
Oh, I do.
It
You can
was
show
cool.
me.
man.
It
Was
was
it?
cool. I liked it.
Okay, we'll talk about that
Technically,
later.
I didn't direct that one. That was Tony directing.
Ah, but you did do some.
He was
directing.
also a writer,
have, yeah.
right?
He wrote it.
He did it all.
It was amazing writing.
That's what he said too. Tony, our boy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I will somehow see this. Oh yes, I will. Oh yes. So Netflix. Okay.
Yep,
Before we
right.
get back
I'm
to
on it right now.
Before we get back to the Doom talk, we have to address the whole the Castlevania.
Yeah, how
love it.
about
I love
that?
Uh,
Castlevania Netflix. That
new
surprised the hell out of me.
yeah, I was surprised that
And it
you were
came out
tweeting
so
out like,
quick.
"Dude, you gotta fucking check this out."
Yeah,
before I even watched it.
Yeah,
If you ever played the Castlevania games, and if you're watching this, there's a high probability that you have. You need to check out the Netflix series. Just came out, I think, last week or the week before. On
Seventh.
Yeah, Castlevania. It's like an animated. It's a short 20-minute episode kind of season, and it's really
It's even like-
freaking dark and violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a little bit surprised at how violent it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, not in a bad way.
Whoops, maybe
Just
that
in
is
the
it.
way, like, I guess I won't be watching this with my kids anytime soon.
Yeah.
Kind of way. And there was
Oh,
swearing.
God, yeah,
there was a lot of
no.
swearing, and
Yeah.
you saw guts get pulled out of people.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it. Dracula, the...
Teaser?
I don't know if that's
teaser?
it. It
looks
is
like it.
Netflix.
Oh, maybe not. Huh?
It is from Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was it.
They have like a
I
custom...
love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That is cool. Yeah, well, I guess what were your thoughts on it?
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Were you a Castlevania guy at all?
Not a huge fan, but I had the first one, and I got Simon's Quest a few years ago on NES. I don't have Dracula's Curse, and that one keeps going up in price now, so
Get it.
probably not going to get it. It's like a
So
$45 game, I think, nowadays.
Is it?
Holy
It keeps
cow.
spiking.
Right.
I
Because
should've
it's
got it a while ago.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Arguably
hardest.
the best-
the hardest
one of the
one,
best ones.
apparently. But I did watch a video right after the timeline. There's a cool YouTube video somewhere. Just look up Castlevania timeline or something like that. It'll tell you like the order of all the games of how the story goes.
Yeah.
And yeah, this one or this show though, I think it takes place Dracula's Curse.
Yeah. Castlevania 3. Yeah.
And,
Which is actually a prequel to the first
Yep.
Castlevania game.
They're all over the place. So.
Yep.
And this one has Alucard from Symphony of the Night.
Well, he was actually in Castlevania 3 as well.
Okay.
You could play as him.
I haven't played 3.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
But,
yeah.
and what's his name? Starts with a T.
Trevor.
Trevor.
Not Simon.
Trevor's kind of
No.
the badass boy.
And I think they tried to incorporate Sypha.
There was that one,
Is
the
it Sypha?
magic
I thought it
girl.
was Sypha.
Sypha.
Sypha?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I read today that at least 10 years ago, when they were starting to work on the show, they're not going to include Grant, the pirate.
Grant Dynasty.
Is that how you...
I don't know.
Rat Dynasty.
It kind of looks like Dynasty, but it's not.
Right. Yeah. He could crawl on ceilings, so he was always.
So I don't know if... Because that was a long time ago that they were saying they weren't going to put him in. So maybe he'll show up in season 2. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and speaking of, they renewed the series
Right away.
the day it came out. They said
8
season-
episodes they're planning.
Yeah,
And
and it's supposedly not going to take too long before it comes out.
the guy who made these, is he the guy who made it's like Ari something? I think I forgot his name, but I think he.
Warren Ellis.
Okay,
Warren Ellis.
maybe he's the director. I'm thinking.
Okay, maybe, yeah.
I know the
But,
writer's a comic book writer.
I saw a video and he was like wearing douchey eyeliner. I'm like, hey, was that the guy who made the rated R Power? He was
is that
making.
Billy Joe
Is that the guy who
Armstrong?
made the rated R Power Rangers film, the short film,
Oh.
the fan film? Because I think he's a guy who likes to make stuff for the fans.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
let's dose it up like an adult now who enjoys a little violence from time to time.
that's
Which,
crazy.
Yeah.
I did not get to this part. Is this a spoiler?
Oh, well,
This
no,
is
this
a
the
little
end.
bit of a spoiler.
You didn't
'cause this is the end
finish
of
it,
the
did you?
last
I did
episode.
not. I got halfway through the.
Well, it'll
last
be a little
episode.
spoiler.
Okay, so
Yes,
this might be a
you
little
might
bit
not
of a
want to
spoiler.
watch. Yeah, there's spoilers. You might wanna just-
But
I can get out.
I'm really impressed by it. I mean, they don't pull any punches when it comes to violence and people being disemboweled and body parts flying and intestines just fucking going everywhere.
I loved Dracula coming from the sky and fire.
Yeah.
The
And how
beginning of the end of the first episode.
The first
What's it
level.
The first,
Yeah.
The first stage.
It's-
Game
yeah.
show,
Stage one.
video game shows.
But the premise is good, like the way they set it up. And this isn't really a spoiler because it happens right away.
Yeah.
Is to make Dracula sympathetic. You kind of like sympathize with him, you know.
That surprised me. I will say that's something that surprised me. The way he met this girl in the very beginning. They got married, and then you
obviously
feel
had a child.
Yeah, right. I mean that makes sense, and I like that tie-in with the backstory to get Alucard. I always thought it was Alucard.
Alucard.
But where was I going with it? Yeah, I'm not sure if I liked that you sympathized with Dracula.
It was different, yeah.
Yeah.
It made me feel kind of weird a little
Yeah.
bit, you know.
Yeah.
But-
It almost made me feel like they might do a little reversal with Trevor being the bad guy. But
Yeah.
I don't think they're setting it up that way because of the way they made Dracula after the first episode was very evil.
Yeah.
A badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supreme.
I also really liked how they have him teleporting in from the sky.
Yeah.
Because he does that in the fights in the game.
Absolutely.
He zooms in, and I like that. That was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till they show more of like their take on the classic Castlevania enemies and shit. So because there hasn't been really a lot of that.
Nope.
In the first 4 episodes. So
First 4 is just the introduction. To the characters.
And I heard it's just like a setup basically. I don't know if there's any resolution at the end of it, but
I think they didn't make it a movie because they wanted to. They continue it as a series or season, season by season. And I also heard they have no idea how long it's going to take, but they want to do the story like to its truth. They don't want to make more because Netflix likes it and it's successful. They don't want to make more than they have to.
Yeah.
However, they do have apparently a few other small parts where they might be able to have episodes on one story of it, like a kind of side story, but still from that era.
Right.
But, it's still all over the place.
Yep.
But they want to figure out how they want to make it all blend together nicely and work together.
Yeah.
It's better. They probably went for season by season.
I think so.
At first, I was like, why didn't they just make it as one long film,
Yeah.
Because it was only
the episode's
about
not that
hour
long.
20, hour 30.
Right. Yeah.
Well, originally they did want to make it a film.
Yeah.
They wanted to make
really?
like a direct-to-video kind of film.
Okay.
But
Makes sense.
it entered development hell. What they keep calling it, development hell.
Yeah.
Where it just fell apart.
Yeah.
And then just sat there for 10 years.
That's
like almost 10 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank God.
back and it's
Thank
done
God for
well.
Netflix.
Yeah, they're doing some great shit.
Yeah, they're willing to take some, chances and just pour money into.
Hear
See
that,
what
Netflix?
sticks.
If you want to sponsor the Dogcast, we're promoting.
Yeah, we already have an episodic format, so
Hey.
we can shore up our writing staff, and
Get much better, higher quality guests.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they don't get better than this guy.
So I will say, besides Doom, and I think Mario is sort of a separate thing because everyone loved Mario.
Yeah,
My favorite game franchise besides Doom is Castlevania.
Really?
Really?
I did not know that.
So this all kind of flowed together very well.
Yeah. That's, when he said that you were going to talk about Castlevania, I thought, oh, that's so freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Speaking of Doom,
Doom.
let's have a
the
Doom beer.
This should be interesting.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a boozy one. Yep. Yes. Yes.
This is it.
Yes.
What's your favorite Castlevania game, Brian?
Super Castlevania 4.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Loved that game.
Yeah.
I actually, when the Super Nintendo came out, I of course was a bit of a Nintendo fanboy, but the
Me too.
Genesis, the Genesis looked great too. So I
I liked
didn't
them
know
all.
I didn't know which system.
The Sega Genesis.
Y'all like Genesis?
Yeah. Got a Genesis the other day.
It's a little
Shout out to my
dusty.
homegirl, Kate. Thank you very
Way
much.
to go, Kate.
Woo!
Has some Genesis.
With Road Rash 2, and I think she has 3 copies of Streets of Rage 3.
You got
So-
you got Bloodline?
You got to give them up, girl. What?
Castlevania
Castlevania
Bloodline?
No, I used to have that though. But
Oh, really?
So anyway, I was gonna say I bought the Super Nintendo because Castlevania 4.
dude, that game was so fucking
It
great.
was so good.
All the effects they did with like the mode 7 and the rotation, like that was
yeah.
like that was so early on in the SNES life cycle.
Yeah.
But
The control with the whip in that game was the best.
Yeah.
You could do every angle and you could just dangle it out in front of you.
and
I loved that.
That might have been the first game.
I just like to whip people in real life and in video game format.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was gonna say that might be the first game. Like the soundtrack was fucking great.
Oh,
especially
yeah.
with the SNES sound system, where you could. I think that might be the first game where I ever heard like where you enter your name, like voices, like a choir. You know, like oh, you know. I just remember being blown away as a kid.
Yeah,
by
the
that.
music was amazing. I actually listened to that. I listened to it probably every 6 months at least.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wherever I can find it on YouTube.
Yeah. We can just sing the Castlevania main theme song.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun,
dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
Dun,
dun, dun.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Alex Cleaver likes the Genesis. My boy.
Oh.
Dun,
And then,
dun, dun.
so this is my second favorite.
Yeah,
Dracula's Curse.
I got this for Christmas.
It was really,
got
really
super
hard.
fun.
I couldn't finish it when I was a kid. Couldn't finish it. I tried every path available because you can take different paths.
Really?
I couldn't finish it. I could not beat it. And I picked it up years later in my teen years.
Oh,
Grant
so,
and Ashley.
Finally
so
finished it.
the
There's Grant.
yeah, the girl is the girl from from the Netflix series.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I really like how they introduced her with the speakers.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, so check out the Castlevania Netflix series for
Definitely.
sure, and play all the Castlevania Netflix games, all the Castlevania games. I believe on our PlayStation podcast, I named Symphony of the Night as my favorite PlayStation game of
Really?
all time.
And I've not
Wow.
played it, and it's been on my list to play for a long time.
I actually haven't played it either.
What?
Yeah. So
Fuck
my
off.
I know. My
Fuck
my
this guy.
yeah,
Castlevania is my favorite.
I know.
I've never played Symphony of the Night.
I know.
Come on, Brian.
I played Bloodlines.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But yeah, oh man.
But
come
I
on.
kind of stopped, after Doom came, and I'm like, this is everything I ever need. So if there were other Castlevania games after that, but
Yeah.
I majorly got into Doom. I made levels for it. And
It's okay.
everything. Yeah.
It's okay. It's,
I-
you do what you got to do,
just
Brian.
lay
But
out.
I'm just saying, if you ever get the chance, once your kids are graduated and you have some downtime, Symphony of the Night, buddy, and all those
So,
great DS games.
I'm gonna try some Doom.
Speaking of Doom,
Yeah.
Dude,
let's drink this.
some boozy Doom, motherfuckers.
So,
from Founders
Whoa.
Brewing out of Michigan.
all right, I missed the introduction. What is this beer again?
Doom
Holy
is
cow.
an bourbon barrel-aged Imperial IPA. Whopping in at 12.4%. I'm guessing it's over 12%. It's a boozy, bruisey.
This is a hardcore beer. I'm
It's
telling you right now.
it goes well with
I believe you call it high octane.
Doom.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. I prefer it not be the hoppy stuff, but
I see. It's too. For me, the booziness just overtakes the hoppiness.
it's what matters. The booziness.
This will take me the rest of the time to finish.
And that's okay. It's a sipper. It's a sipper. Brian.
Yeah, I'm babysitting this thing.
Sorry, Fran. Brian's crashing on the couch tonight. So
Why crash on a couch when you've got a bed
you
in
got
the
a
living
bed.
room?
That's right. We can play Symphony of the
inside
Night. Just cuddle. Yeah.
That sounds
romantic.
wonderful. I'm not going to work tonight, guys.
There you go. Yeah. So that's been your hot Castlevania take. Hot Castlevania
Yeah.
minute.
And it was fucking lovely. I can't wait for season 2. I can't wait. Make it
Oh.
sooner.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm not sure when they're going to be coming out with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It
Probably.
might. Yeah. I heard
Whatever.
varying different responses to that.
See, season 1 was so short. I almost felt like, why didn't they just wait?
Yeah, to make
put
a
out
full
12
thing.
episodes.
I think they wanted to see how it did.
I think so.
Yeah, that's probably.
I think they actually had started on season 2. It might be closer than we think. That's all.
Well, I know they
Somebody
don't.
said.
They wanted 8 episodes, but they didn't know how they're gonna wrap it up as a season,
God. Okay.
story wise, and fitting it all in nicely.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Well, when it happens, it happens, and that day I'll be watching that.
You will be, and I'll be watching it right with you.
And we hope you're there with us too, everybody.
Watch it again.
Hey, Tom. How's your Doom?
How's my Doom?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
It's intense.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I feel the booziness as well.
Anybody else
All
have the
over.
Doom yet? From Los Founders?
I love this backdrop right now. I just gotta say, this is.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you always had that, like around you?
Yeah. I will say I never liked playing as Grant, so the fact that he's not going to be in the
He's
series.
a creepy crawler kind of boy.
I always wondered, because you fight him, you have to fight all these guys as like enemies before they join your team, and he looks so different when you were fighting him. He was like this big
Yeah.
dude. and then you get him, and you're like, oh, now he's this little.
So I actually always thought that he was one of the hunchbacks.
Yeah.
Bounce around.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
he was another one of those, but
Maybe because
but apparently he's a pirate, and so that doesn't really fit.
he's got a
with
funny
the-
walk.
He's got some weird
Castlevania
scurvy
story.
issues, some scoliosis.
Maybe
Yeah, it really affected a lot of
Sclerosis.
pirates back in the day.
he's not much of a
Trevor Baldwin's
landlubber.
No. Yeah,
I hear.
Yeah. So back to Doom.
Oh, I love Doom.
As for a segue, how influential do you guys think Doom has been to the landscape of video games since it was released in 1993?
It changed everything.
Is that so?
We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Doom.
I
That's
probably
right.
wouldn't be. I mean, I literally wouldn't be
Yes.
sitting here.
No.
No, I mean,
Not at all.
my parents met and got together while playing Doom. Just some deathmatch.
True story.
Just some deathmatch.
My parents got
They had the serial
divorced
ports
playing Doom.
like
Yeah.
hooked up to each other.
I
Yeah.
used to do that. in
That
high
was
school.
the first time I ever connected two computers together. I had no one to play with me, but I had two computers. And just like pressing forward on one and then looking at the monitor of the other one and then seeing my guy like move.
That was a magical
I'm
moment.
like, holy shit!
That was a
this
magical
is the future.
moment, yeah.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I mean, how influential?
look at what it is today. The most popular games are probably first-person shooters.
Oh, by far.
You know, that
Yeah.
perspective. Even not shooters, I mean, or whatever. That perspective,
Yep.
putting it there, you know.
It did so much.
This is your screen right in front of you.
Yep.
And this is the shit that's happening.
I mean, people can go back and say like, well, you had Wolfenstein before that, and then there was like Catacomb 3D, but Doom was the one.
What really,
where you
yeah.
fully texture mapped everything, like all the walls, all the floors. You had there's verticality to the levels, and yeah, it was like the progenitor of modern FPSs or just FPSs in general,
Now-
first-person shooters.
First original Dooms, like I liked it. However, I was a bigger fan of Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh, boo!
Oh, fight, gentlemen!
Them's fighting words.
Let's get ready to rumble!
I love Duke Nukem.
In this corner. All right, how so? Okay, so state your
Well, let's
case
just
for why
say
you
right
liked
off
it,
the bat,
Brian.
shake it, baby. Pixelated breasts right in your
Nah.
face.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it had a lot of
I'm here.
taste. It was funny, campy, cheesy,
I'm here to steal lines
one-liners,
from movies.
ridiculous guns, pig cops.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun game. And
it was a
the,
big
the
game
way
at the
they
time.
had the hidden stuff all over, I really dug that. And you know, you learn the layout of all that. I mean,
You live,
Doom's first,
you learn,
but
said Alanis
I
Morissette.
did play Duke Nukem 3D. I actually
You dabbled.
remember
the
I had
Atomic
to
Edition,
I had to upgrade
Total Meltdown. on
now check
PlayStation
this
1.
out. I had to upgrade my computer to be able to play Duke Nukem 3D because
Yeah.
I believe the minimum system requirements for memory
Come get
was
some.
8 megs of RAM,
Yeah.
and I only had 4, so I had to go to the
Oh.
store. And
That's like $300, man.
it was. I think I probably spent $200.
Yep.
Which I did again when Doom 3 came out.
Yeah.
I spent, you
4
know,
megs is $200 back in the day.
But so I enjoyed the game, but I will have to agree with John Carmack that the game engine was held together with duct tape.
yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, like the game engine did not look solid.
No, it was ugly.
Like you look around and everything gets all distorted. And,
Yeah, but I mean, back then's a time of growth for a lot of, you know, and then there's a lot of great games where, like, they stretched the limits of what you can do and they winged it as much as they can for what they had. But,
I do have respect for what Duke Nukem did. I just, you know.
I played the other Dooms on PC at friends' houses, but I never had it myself, so I never really got the binge on it.
Yeah.
But I played them always.
Yep. And
And,
nowadays,
Nowadays.
if there's a screen on any device, like a refrigerator, a toaster, you can damn right know
Doom
that someone's
on
going to
it.
port Doom to it and get it running. That seems to be like, you know, the thing to do. But yeah, I played Duke Nukem. Not to have like a bit of an aside, but I think I still have my disc.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I thought it was all right, but you know, it wasn't. I think it was definitely influential in its own right. I think just getting away from the cyber hell.
You weren't in hell.
Yeah.
But you were facing demons. Like
Yeah, but you had a character that had personality, that would talk.
Right.
That was an actual character.
Right.
So I think that definitely moved that kind of landscape a little bit, branched it off a little bit.
However, they always have kept Doom Guy all business.
Mm-hmm.
He's here to kill demons.
He don't take no shit.
And that's what he's here to do.
Although in the new
that's
Doom,
what
he's
he does.
He's got some personality, even if he is not very vocal or...
No, not vocal at all. However, style.
You know his state of mind.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny how they add that in the new Doom, that like just the hand motion, like, just throwing something to the side or something. Like when you get to a certain point and you're like, oh yeah, this.
Yeah.
You get a new weapon or something. Yeah. Or like
I look forward
different
to playing
glory
that.
kills, dude. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
Yeah.
I don't even have a
You
PS4.
are. Well,
This is...
good thing for you on Facebook Marketplace and
How dare
Craigslist. You can find PS4s dirt cheap now. Not dirt cheap, but less than 200.
Yeah.
So like 175, 150.
I got kids.
Yeah.
I got kids.
I got
to feed.
kids.
Your
I
kids would love you more.
Yeah.
They would.
I love my father more the day he brought home a Nintendo NES.
Man,
Never forget.
I bought that
I would...
myself. My brother and I pooled
was
our money together and we
very
bought
young.
I would never have daddy issues if he would have bought me a Nintendo. Ever. God.
it. So you're
See?
saying you do have daddy issues?
Can we talk about my daddy issues?
We're not saying buy the new
Guys.
Nintendo. We're saying go buy an NES for your children.
Right. Yeah, please. Or an SNES Classic.
Chirp, chirp.
Chirp.
So,
Crickets.
damn, you already downed your Doom?
Yeah. But that's okay. You guys take your time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I got stuff to do later today, so I'm not just going to go.
So you
crazy.
asked how influential we think Doom
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I'd love to
And
hear.
I said I think it changed everything. But I think a lot of people are making games now because of that game.
Because of Doom.
And like myself, a lot of people played the game and figured out how to make their own levels for it, which I did.
Yeah.
All through high school, I made levels for it, and then when Quake came out, I made levels for that. But
Right.
there so much of what we play today was so heavily influenced by that game. And even in the 90s, they called games like Doom clones. They didn't even
Yep.
call them first-person shooters yet.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's
so-
true. Didn't even think of that.
It wasn't exactly a negative thing either. They're
No.
just saying Doom clone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, your point about making levels. I mean, one of the first games that actually had a toolkit, like a level editor, right? I mean,
It didn't come with it.
It didn't come with it?
People cracked open the code and figured out how to
Okay.
make their own. So when I first got into it, I went through probably 20 different editors, ranging from extremely complicated to this is the easiest to use, and then I found the one that I
so
liked. and
they
just went with
weren't
that.
they weren't actually released by id. They were
No.
like just third, like homebrew kind of.
Yeah, just guys tinkering with the code and figuring out how to make their own levels.
Yeah. Right.
So I loved that. I actually just recently, I think I made those. I have a bunch of levels that I made in like mid 90s.
Yeah.
And I just recently found a backup disc with those
Nice.
along with Doom 95, and I played through those, and that was a trip.
Yeah.
Like these worlds.
How would
that
you
I
grade
created,
your level design?
terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they were. I thought they were good back then. They were just. I probably had 50 secrets in each level, and I couldn't remember how the hell to do any of them.
Yeah. Well, that's how you.
Do you do any
that's how you get
goofy
better.
levels? Because
No.
there's some hilarious
I know
Doom,
there's some. Yeah.
like mods out there that I'd like to dabble into playing. I do watch some on YouTube once in a while.
Yeah.
See what there is.
Right.
I watched old school Doom perspective in your Mario. It looked kind of awful, but it was interesting.
There were a lot of really, really bad WADs. They called them WADs back then.
Oh yeah.
Because
Right.
the file format, it was basically a zip file, but they wanted something. They literally were trying to think of something funny, so they called it a WAD.
A WAD. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So in the day, you would find WADs,
Yeah,
and
I
there were a
remember
lot
that
of
term,
there were a lot
yeah.
of terrible WADs out there. Like people would replace all the sounds with like Beavis and Butthead, And
Sure.
I remember a Barney WAD where
I do remember that when that one came out.
yeah,
I do remember that.
so they were most of them were terrible. Like just replace this asset with this asset, and then,
Yeah. But yeah, the opportunity to shoot Barney. I think they had like the song just on loop, like playing in the background.
now that would be hell.
Literally, yeah.
Get you a little angry, I'm going to kill all these things.
Right.
Now.
Hey, you know, speaking of music, the music in Doom was also extremely influential.
I was gonna go there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
It's not just the game. I mean,
Right,
obviously it influenced.
I remember it was the first. At the time, it was like we were playing NES games and Super Nintendo games, and Doom was the first game where it's like they put metal music and extremely atmospheric music in this game, and it was just from top to bottom, the level was just so filled with atmosphere. And I mean, the music had a huge impact on me. I remember smiling and laughing and like, oh my god, this sounds like Metallica. I
Right.
load up the first level.
Right. Listen on your Creative Sound Blaster 16.
I had one of those.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's the only way to go. Fucking wave synthesis.
Yeah.
No,
So
I'm not
Right.
about that lifestyle.
no, I mean, yeah, I do remember the first time I listened to that the soundtrack, or just hearing that music, and it was probably the first time I ever heard metal in a video game.
And I liked the fact that music went the whole time. I know there's some people who go in there and turn the music off right away, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It adds to it.
I gotta say, wait till you do play the new Doom. It's the best. That's the best score for like a game I've ever heard.
It's really good.
It's that Mick Gordon guy is all the crunching, like really like fast pace. When it's a lot of waves of guys, and you got to move fast, and like the music keeps you in the mood, in the zone, and you're just glory killing motherfuckers, and like the metal crunching, like, and it's like it's sometimes it kind of creeps up on you. There's not much going on. All of a sudden you turn the corner. Here's the wave, and like it just goes right into it like an intro.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, and then as you finish it, depends what areas you are at. Like it gets all like orchestra, just epic, like as like when you're like going to the beam from Mars to hell or whatever.
Cool.
It's just it gave me chills down my spine. That's how amazing it was.
That's so cool, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the best experiences I had like in years playing something,
Right.
or even watching something. And there's times where like the music and you just look around, you're like graphic wise, you just look and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's insane what they've done.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a good time, my friend.
Yeah, I'm
That'd be
really
great.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, and speaking of the music, I mean, like what, how, when you first heard it, were you at that point, did you say like one day,
Well, I
would
actually
love
so
to play this music?
yeah.
well, yeah,
Or-
I did, and I actually figured out E1M1 on the guitar.
Oh yeah,
One of my drummer friends, I showed him the song, and we actually jammed that song.
How big of a smile on your face did you
Oh,
have
I
when
loved
you
it.
were,
It was
like,
great.
Played it for the first
Like,
time.
this is
holy
we're playing
shit,
Doom.
We're playing this.
We're
Yeah,
playing the song from Doom. It was awesome.
yeah.
Were you playing something else and all of a sudden started playing it one day, or did you just say, "I'm gonna try to play this on guitar"?
Oh yeah, I figured it out on the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I very intentionally played it on my
intention-
guitar. And I mean, just listening to the song, I could figure out
Yeah.
how to play it.
Right.
I didn't really have to figure. It's not that hard. But there's some changes. I have an instructional video on how to play that song on a guitar.
Yeah.
On my YouTube channel.
What's your YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/SonicClang.
Sonic Clang.
Go visit it.
But yeah, there are some parts that are pretty complicated, and you can see when I'm playing it. But the main riff is very easy,
Okay.
and then the fast stuff
I still
is
couldn't
insane.
play because I suck at guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do.
Although maybe if I watch your instructional video,
If you watch my instructional video, you
I
at
could
least
play
know
it.
how to
Played
play
a little
it.
bit more Guitar Hero.
yeah,
That
you
might
can
help
import
you
it
too.
into, as a Guitar Hero game or song.
I'm terrible at that game.
It's if
Sounds
you're an
about
actual
right.
guitar player,
I bet.
it's especially like on
I saw
easy settings.
some kid at Best Buy showing off once. He was playing "Eye of the Tiger" on Guitar Hero, and he was just hitting every single note. I'm like, holy crap! And I had tried the game already, and I knew how hard it was. And I asked him, I'm like, hey, can you play guitar? He said no. I'm like, okay, I got you. I can't play that game at all.
It may have
I can play the
inspired
guitar.
some to play actually.
And if it did, that's great.
Yeah.
And the Rock Band
absolutely.
one with the drums, that was cool because it was like really playing drums.
Yeah,
Right.
that's one I actually bought was the Rock Band one.
Anyway,
Rock Band.
so, tangent.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a podcast about video
We need
games.
to bring back
That's true.
we need to make a band actually, a rock band.
Guys, can we do it?
A rock band.
Yeah.
You guys live in Watertown. It's a really long drive.
Dude,
Your
I got
songs
a bed,
need words.
we can all
I
fit
can
in
sing
it.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, rockband.com. No, GarageBand.com. You can
There you go.
collaborate.
Yes. Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, Doom highly influential, not
Quite.
just with the game itself, but with the music. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys ever play? So shortly after Doom came out, Doom 2 came out, which is basically Doom, but it was just more levels. I think, like graphically, it was the same. Right?
It was the same engine. They added the super shotgun and some extra enemies, but it was
Okay.
basically
Yeah, that's when
basically
I
the same thing.
outside of the shareware episode of Doom 1, Doom 2 is where I jumped on one of the first CD-ROM games I think I ever bought.
Wasn't Ultimate Doom after that?
Yeah, and that one I actually never played because I actually didn't realize at the time it was totally new levels. I thought it was, I don't know, the same game. And I recently watched a speed run of it, which was crazy.
Yeah. I'm not 100%, but I believe Final Doom on PS1 is Ultimate Doom and maybe something else.
What year did that
everything.
come out? Did that come out?
I think it was 95.
96.
96. So that's the same year Quake came out.
Yeah.
So that's why I no longer had any use for Doom
Really?
at that time.
Okay. So you're like,
So
I
I
need
was
these
like-
polygons. Give me
Yeah.
this
Suddenly
Quake.
it was like Quake. Okay, this is real 3D, real, whatever I'm trying to say.
real 3D.
Real 3D.
Real
Where
3D.
Doom
All the way
Doom
in your ass,
is
boy.
Not real 3D.
Right.
It just looks like 3D.
Exactly. Yep. The 2D engine
Yeah.
made to look.
I
like-
actually I had a friend who used to just say, Doom isn't really 3D. Shut up.
Right.
It looks like it is.
Just like, hey,
It's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem 3D wasn't actually 3D. So
That's why it was called 3D.
Yeah, right. It should have been Duke Nukem 2D. Let's give strippers
I
money.
think they called it 2.5D.
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah.
I remember
George
when
Broussard.
when I used to make levels for Doom, the thing that I always tried tricking the player, and the player was me because there wasn't an audience for my levels at that time. I used to try to like trick and make it look like I had a room above a room. Which
Okay.
In Doom you couldn't. So I would have it like walls up at the ceiling. And then you go out of this door, and the floor raises up. And when you go back up the staircase, then you're walking through all the walls. So it seemed like another room above where you just
yeah.
were.
Yeah.
And then Quake came out, and it's like, oh, I can just make a room up there. Or
Right. This is too easy.
it almost was too easy.
God damn
It's
it.
like, it was kind
I
of.
must
it
be
was
challenged my level design
fun. Yeah, it was kind of
skills.
No, I never played too much Quake. I played them randomly, but it's been so long.
I played so much multiplayer Quake.
Really?
The number of
You
hours.
play Quake Arena, or
Quake 3 Arena?
Quake 3.
yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I played so much of that, it was ridiculous.
I actually picked that up recently at the Midwest Gaming Classic.
Yeah.
That's a really good game.
Yeah, I picked that up, and recently I did pick up Quake on 64.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I don't think I played that.
I'm gonna dabble into that eventually.
Do it.
I can't imagine that would be very good.
You know, there's a current Quake. There's a new Quake.
Quake
apparently. I think
Champions.
it's only in PC.
I think so, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I was kind of bummed when I heard that. However, honestly, Doom multiplayer, I think it gets a horrible rap. I think it's fucking great.
Like the original Doom?
No, the current one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There are always people playing. I haven't had problems getting groups together or like getting a game going. It
Yep.
always goes right into it.
So did you
It's
play Quake
fun.
3?
Quake 3?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, Arena?
No, yeah, the arena one.
I didn't play it. I picked it up.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I mean,
I picked it up
So I mean,
in April.
I think that's what they're going for with the Quake Champions.
That's what I was guessing.
And the style and the speed and the skill you can have in that game is far and above what you can do. I think in the new Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
If you've never played it or played against other people or seen someone play it,
yeah,
it's mind blowing how fast it is.
Well,
That's
the
cool.
new Doom is very, very fast.
Okay.
It's very fast paced.
Well, I'll have to
and
check
if
it
you're
out.
not,
I shouldn't
you,
judge.
you can't stay still. You stay still,
Okay.
you're dead. If
Yeah,
you're not
that sounds
moving,
fun.
or
Yeah.
at least moving side to side or backing up, not
Killing
backing
shit.
up into a villain, into a demon.
But
like you're always running. You're always running. I always go circular, just taking motherfuckers out. If I don't kill them all the way, I keep going. Because if you
Right.
try to focus on him, somebody's going to kill you from the side. It's very running gun, and that's what I fucking love about it. Running gun,
yeah.
you know.
And just this talk about multiplayer goes back to how influential Doom was when it comes to just the multiplayer aspects of game. I mean, that was the originator of deathmatch. Right?
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
Yeah, John Romero invented that term
Yeah,
to talk about what they were doing.
yeah. Getting fragged, getting jibbed or whatever.
Jibbed.
I mean,
I always
yeah.
called it gibbed, but it's apparently jibbed.
Is it jibbed? Yeah,
It is.
Yeah.
I would spell it with a J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a GIF? Is it a GIF? I don't
Ah,
know. I don't know.
Gift,
We
gift.
shouldn't go there.
No, we're not.
No,
Yeah,
the-
we're going to set an internet riot.
Everybody's upset.
But yeah, just listening to you guys talk about that, I'm like, oh yeah, like just the multiplayer.
No, I
aspect
think
of
you'd
that
be
game.
surprised with the Doom multiplayer, the new one. It's very fast paced, and it's like that too, running gun, and like also like certain emblems appear. What I've seen from the videos of the new Quake, it's very similar.
Okay.
Like even the artwork for the body armor and stuff like that, and the pickups and stuff. But
I
the
look forward to
new
getting
Doom
that.
game, you can also get random emblems pop up, and you can turn into like one of the bad guys, like the Revenants, and you're just blasting rockets, or a
Nice.
Baron of Hell, which are gigantic and very intimidating in the new Doom. The first time you face two of them, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Probably
gotta
the way
be
I felt.
shitting me.
Probably the way I felt when I first encountered two of them in the first Doom.
Yeah. And then this one, you're like, what the fuck? They're giant, and you're running and
cool.
running. You take them. It took
Yeah.
me a couple tries, but
Yeah.
yeah, you just
So you're the only one at this table who's played the new Doom in any of capacity.
played it,
Yeah.
loved it,
And
highly
I need to get to
recommend
play
it.
Yeah.
I read about it.
I mean,
I read about the making of it and how they. I mean, it was really impressive how they decided on the, the melee attacks
Yeah,
to reward the player.
yeah. You try to do glory kills. It helps give you a little bit of health, and there's levels and big waves of guys, like massive waves of enemies. You're talking Barons of Hell, and like every single enemy almost, like in certain waves, and without those glory kills, you're not going to get through that level.
Yeah.
So you can't just take them out and explode them. Like once in a while, you do gotta throw frag out, you know.
right on.
But it's very fast paced.
Right. So do you like it because it's you like the fast paced?
I love it.
So,
I love it.
I mean, is that like probably the one thing that sold that game to you? That why you like it so much, or is it just the
It's
whole pack-
everything.
Yeah.
It is everything. That
Just that it's-
game.
it's too-
There's
it's
never
got
been
attitude.
as smooth first person shooter ever than that game.
Very
I think.
technologically impressive.
Yeah.
Keeping it.
And I hope
60
to
frames.
God that they make another one. Like
Oh God,
on
you know
the,
they are.
They
on the
they
current
will.
No.
on the current console. I'm saying like not 5 years from now. I'm saying next year, 2 years.
Give
away.
me that shit now.
I want it so
Well,
bad.
Wolfenstein's coming out this year, so it'll.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
I know, but they gotta dole it out.
Yeah.
Space it.
I do like Wolfenstein, and I'm
really
probably
looking
over halfway through the New Order still, and
Yep.
I picked it up later, like maybe 4 or 5 months ago.
Yep.
I'll play through that eventually.
Damn right you will. I'll
But-
make you.
Hold me down.
Make you.
Hold me down.
Play this shit. Play it.
But yeah,
No, that's cool.
fucking
Yeah.
love Doom.
Good.
Heard that,
Do you
folks.
like
You like
Doom?
Doom?
Do you? Yeah.
If not, I'm coming for you. So
Yep.
Did you guys play Doom 3?
I did not.
I started it, month ago.
What are your? Have you played Doom 3
Yeah, I've played Doom 3.
all the way through?
Yeah.
It's definitely
Alright.
a little different though.
So
right?
It's Resident Evil Doom, isn't it?
Yeah.
The flashlight.
Jump scares?
So I did not like Doom 3.
No.
And I was extremely disappointed when I realized that, because I was so excited for that game that I actually took a week off of work.
A week.
Wow.
Yeah, I took a week off of work
Yeah, fucking
to
around.
just enjoy the game.
Yeah.
That's
And
something.
I think it wasn't that long into the game that I just realized I didn't like it. It was just boring and
Yeah.
extremely slow paced.
What was John Carmack thinking at the time? Was it a Resident Evil thing? Like, hey, look, we need survival horror. Or just
They
kinda
were
like
they
horror
were
game?
they were thinking horror, first person shooter survival type game, and I'm not sure why, but they thought, well, why did people like the original Doom? And people didn't like the original Doom because it had monster closets, but I think they may have thought that. So there's like a million monster closets in Doom. The term monster closet, I think, came from Doom 3.
Okay. Yeah.
At least from people calling it that.
Right. It's a great band name.
There was just a lot of
Monster Closet.
there were a lot of just cheap jump scares, and a lot of the time you spend in that game, you're low on health,
Okay.
and you open a door.
That's not fun.
And they have it so an imp jumps at you the second you open the door,
Oh,
and
really?
it's like
Okay.
it's a triggered thing. There's so many scripted things
Yep.
like that, and you're gonna die. Like
Yeah.
I even have I've got a saved game. I got 5% health. I know if I open this door, I'm gonna get killed. So you'd spend an hour just looking for some health,
Yep.
which is
That's
what I like
awful.
about the new Doom.
The glory
is,
kills keep
yeah,
you
the
in.
glory kills. You get health and ammo from doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
They encourage you to just
Yeah.
fuck shit up.
So yeah, Doom 3. I thought the engine was really impressive looking. But I didn't like the gameplay. I didn't like
Yeah.
the flashlight.
You know what?
hell.
I played it for about an hour, and I did not like the intro. I actually tried it. I have the BFG edition on PS3, and I tried it.
Yeah, I
in-
got that too.
I tried it in 3D.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
You want to get queasy and possibly vomit everywhere. I
Wow.
took it to my limit where I got sick.
Really?
Yeah. It
And
was
how long did that
not
take?
Smooth. About 10 minutes. So it
Shit.
took a little bit, and I tried to go through it. I was waiting for some action. I played it for about an hour. I don't think I shot anything yet.
Yeah,
That's horrible. That's
starts
horrible.
It starts extremely slow, and they tried to have a story in it, and
Yeah.
it just fell completely flat.
I do remember seeing the just screenshots in magazines, I think, as it was coming out, maybe on the internet at that time. But yeah, it looked just beautiful.
And the
you know.
game was getting 10 out of 10 reviews
Really?
from like PC Gamer. I'm pretty sure gave it 10 out of 10.
Wow.
And I remember
maybe,
reading.
Maybe it's just not typical Doom fans. But
Maybe.
However, like a Resident Evil fan might love it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I remember reading in this review about the intro. They said, here's what you're doing during the intro. You're just gawking. You're just looking around and your jaw's just dropped open. Why? I mean, yeah, it looks good, but it's boring.
Where's the play?
Or- yeah.
Where's the
Yeah.
gameplay?
It's all about the gameplay.
Um,
All about it.
so I got a slightly weird question. What's better, Doom 3 or Doom the movie?
I never saw Doom the movie.
You never saw the Doom movie?
I saw
haven't either.
I saw clips
no.
of it.
Oh, okay.
I saw
Well,
clips
never
of
mind.
it, and I would have to assume it's terrible.
Yeah. I've heard there's worse video game movies, but that's not a very high bar or low bar.
Year anniversary of another horrible movie I recommend never seeing is the new Ghostbusters.
Oh,
But,
that's right.
Yeah, I wish I
haven't
would have
seen
done
that
that. Not seen it, knowing it was going to be horrible. Knowing it was going to be the worst movie ever. But Doom, the movie, I remember like the only thing that like stuck out, you're kind of like there, and then you're like, all right. All of a sudden, like you kind of lost. You're lost. You're still watching the movie. It kind of sucked, but all of a sudden, bam, the end. You're in first. He's in
You're the
the
first
the
person.
Rock's in
That's what I've
first-person
seen.
mode,
I've seen
and,
that
like,
part.
Yeah.
well, this is kind of cool, but then it's like the whole overall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I kind of want to watch it again because I am more
masochist?
of a bigger Doom fan.
Right. Yeah.
Just wanna see
You
it
gotta
again.
absorb your fucking Doom culture, man.
Yeah.
You gotta do it. Yeah. We won't fault you.
I like The Rock, but
I like
overall, I mean,
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Johnny Johnson.
But I did like my team's mod for Doom 3.
Your what?
Well, our mod.
Oh, your mod.
Our mod.
Oh,
Yeah, the mod Classic Doom for Doom 3.
nice.
Yeah.
What do you do in that one?
Well,
happens?
the level designers, I didn't design any of it, but the level designers made all of the original levels for Episode 1 in Doom 3.
Oh, in the engine? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
That's why I made the music.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
So, right.
Yeah,
Now
so
that makes sense.
Yep,
Yes,
yep.
yes.
That mod took almost a year to make.
Wow.
And I mean, we had guys in countries all over the world.
Yeah.
And we just used a forum on our website to communicate. And like each level designer took a level or two.
Yeah.
And I mean, it took so long. We had people kind of drop out and other people coming in. And the team that finished it was not the same team that started it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. We had a few guys that were consistent. I came in just a few months in, and the original leader, he left, but someone else kind of took the lead position. But yeah, it's a really fun mod because it was like playing Doom in the Doom 3 engine.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Did
it
you
was
actually
Actually
flashlight?
playing it,
yeah.
not just walking around with a flashlight.
Yeah, yeah, and they made the lighting so you didn't have to use the flashlight.
Nice.
And we had a modeler put like the original chain gun in, and they made a shotgun, so it felt like,
Yay!
Awesome.
yeah, it felt like Doom, but just with amped up graphics. It was really cool.
Right
It
on.
was, for me, I played that way more than I ever played Doom 3 itself.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sounds like a better time.
It was fun.
Sounds like the music was probably pretty good, too.
Well,
You know.
it added to it. Yeah, there was just so much to that mod. It brought back so much nostalgia, and there's a reason it got popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the mod. So there was a website called d3files.com, so like Doom 3 files.
Mm-hmm.
It's not there anymore, unfortunately. But
Nah.
before that site went away, and it might be hosted somewhere else now. I don't know, but I used to check, and it got over 1 million views before it went away. 1 million views, 1 million downloads.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And-
That's impressive.
Golly
That's awesome.
gumdrops.
And like a week after we released version 1 of the mod, I released the soundtrack.
Soundtrack?
And that had like maybe 500,000
Wow.
downloads.
Nice.
So
Oh hell yeah!
and that was like real early days of YouTube. So
Sure.
um,
Can you imagine what that would have been like in this day and age? You
Yeah.
know, like, jeez.
like when we released a trailer for our mod, we just put it on our forum as a download, video file.
Yep.
Now it would be all over YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
It's just totally different now.
It's a different landscape, guys.
Because that was over 10 years ago.
Oh my god. That's
So long ago.
Yep.
Doom's been with us.
it's a different
for
time.
a long time.
Different time back then.
Through the years, Doom.
Doom has been
This is your life.
yeah.
Speaking of hell, it's really freaking hot in here.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I
We
feel
should have
great.
gave you the memo to wear beach clothing.
Yeah.
Whatever. So so what's next for Sonic Clang? What is next?
What?
So
What
yeah,
projects you got in the hopper?
well, I was approached by a couple of people making a game.
In a parking lot?
Yes, in Shopko.
Do it.
The store
the
for
only
you?
place.
Yeah. And they're looking for a musician. I'm not sure, how far along they are with it, and I'm not sure if I'm ultimately going to be their guy. But that's one thing I've got going on. This year, I finally got back up and running. After having kids and stuff.
Good for you.
Finally got up and running. I made a new song.
Congratulations.
And so I had this song in my head for a long time. At least the intro I had in my song in my head.
Yep.
And the beginning on piano is kind of taken a little bit from the end song of Doom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first episode.
Is this
No,
your
first
hit
game.
single, Demon Hunter?
Demon Slayer.
Slayer.
Whoa. We'll edit that out.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
No, I did listen to it a bunch. It's on Spotify, right?
It is on Spotify.
Yeah, I listened to a bunch when I was at the gym last month.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're getting shredded just listening to fucking
It has an As I Lay Dying kind of feel to it.
Okay, and I really don't know those guys.
Oh,
So.
okay.
Yeah.
Melody-wise, the
Sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Cool.
It's great.
So I worked on that. That song was like, my first song in 4 years that I recorded.
Man.
So it took me a little while to get back into it.
Sure.
But it's the best sounding song I've ever done.
Yeah. It sounds amazing, man.
So I'm excited about that. That's out on my YouTube channel. It's also available on Google Play Music, iTunes, and Amazon.
Oh.
And Spotify and Google Play Music and all the streaming services.
Give it a listen. It's good shit.
I'm kind of going back to my older library and re-releasing some of my older songs.
Yeah.
The back catalog.
Yeah, my back catalog.
Are these remastered?
One of them did. So I actually found, when I was working on the Classic Doom for Doom 3 mod, I remade the music for E1M9, which is the secret level in the first episode.
Yeah.
But I am not kidding you guys. I hated it. I hated that song so freaking bad.
Yeah.
And I didn't like my remake at all.
Oh, you hated the actual song.
I hated the song and I hated my remake.
That had to be a great time.
I
hate this shit.
I worked on it and I hated it.
Right.
And I remember right around that time, this guy from New York, I don't know if I should say his real name, I'll just call him Thump Monk. He was kind of asking me if he could help.
Yeah.
And I asked if he would like to remake that song. And so this guy named Thump Monk out of New York, he's a producer. He's got music in TV shows and in movies. He's an actual real producer. He remade E1M9 and he completely showed me up. I mean, it is the best song in the mod. It's
really?
Yeah. Quality wise, it's so much better than my songs. Like I still didn't know how to do drums very well. My guitar tone wasn't that great. This guy's song was top notch. But I just recently found my E1M9 on a backup disc.
Really?
And I didn't actually remember, but I did the whole thing. I got through the whole song. So I had the guitars left and right. I had drums for the whole song. I just didn't have bass. I didn't have bass guitar.
Right.
So I played keyboard and kind of remastered my old lost song, and I just re-released that.
Oh, awesome.
But other than that, no, I'm not
Did you send it to Thump Monk?
Well, I talked with him.
Buddy,
I talked with him.
Now listen to this.
Well, we're still friends.
Okay, thank God.
I talked with him and I said, "Hey, I'm thinking of releasing my version of this. Just want to let you know, I'm not trying to step on your toes." And he was totally cool with it.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's totally cool, man.
So I think at least 200 people or so in the world were excited to hear that.
Hell yeah. That's great.
So how many years later was this?
It was like it was about 12 years after I made it, and I didn't remember even making the whole thing. I thought I only made like maybe half of it.
Yeah.
And I showed it to the other guys in the team, and everyone's like, "Yeah, this is totally not that good."
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hey, well, at least they were honest,
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, and one of them in the mod, E1M7, it originally had this buzzsaw sort of lead going through the whole song.
Okay, yeah.
And when I remade it, I tried using that same sound, and it just everyone hated it. I hated it. They hated it.
Get it out of there.
And so I replaced it with piano.
Put a flute in there.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Jethro Tull this shit up.
Yeah, right. So I replaced it with piano. It ended up sounding really cool and really ominous.
Yeah.
So
Awesome,
anyway,
man.
what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to get back into recording.
Yeah, as you should. You're talented.
I'm thinking of doing some Quake 2 remakes.
Oh, there you go.
I loved that game, and the soundtrack for that game was actually an audio CD you could put like in your stereo and listen to.
Redbook
and I used to drive around, Madison.
Yeah, man, Quake 2, that was the first game I ever, when I first got a video card ever in a computer.
Nice.
That was the first game I played.
Yeah.
And just like switching between like no video like acceleration to video, it was like,
yeah, that game was awesome.
wow, yeah.
So I'm thinking of covering some of those because covers are really huge these days.
They're really the way to go.
People are getting millions of views just doing covers on YouTube.
Yeah.
So all
songs have been written So just
Yeah,
cover.
You can't write any new original stuff.
No.
Here, I thought people would be excited to hear an original. You know, I haven't written an original song in years. I thought people would be excited. I even named it kind of after Doom, Demon Slayer.
Right.
And I have like 400 views. Come on,
Up your game, Internet.
I mean,
It demands to be heard by everybody.
right? Come on.
Nah, it's good. It is good.
It really is.
I like
yeah.
it.
Thanks. I'm glad you guys like it.
I think you were sending me like pre-release versions of it, you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
pre-final, and even those were like, Jesus, man, these are like, just really good. And did you collaborate with somebody on those at all? And that song at all?
God, I totally forgot. I should mention that. So there's sort of a tie-in with another guy that made music for games or remade music for games. So this guy named Grant Henry, he goes by Stemmage.
Okay.
Online. He did this project called Metroid Metal.
Okay, yeah.
Where
Metroid
he
is
remade the music for Metroid, which is another phenomenal game.
Yeah.
When you think of that music, and he remade all that music with guitar and drums and
I'll have to listen to that because some of that music, like Metroid, is
phenomenal.
Kind of like,
you have to listen to the song called Space Pirates.
Okay, yeah.
It is so good.
Yeah.
That song blew me away. I got in touch with him because of that song.
Awesome.
And that was probably 10 years ago at this point. But yeah, we became Facebook friends a few years ago, and when I decided I was going to get back into making music again, I kind of had him in mind because he's really good at lead guitar.
Sure.
And I suck at lead guitar.
Not true.
And I asked him if he'd be interested in doing a solo for the song, and I just sent him the mix, and I didn't tell him put a solo here or here. I just said whatever you want, just come up with something.
Yeah.
And a few weeks later, he sent me back the solo that I was just
my God,
absolutely hit me in the face. Like, this is incredible. I can't believe I'm going to have this solo in my song from the guy who made Metroid Metal.
That is fucking cool, man.
So yeah, it's so good. So there's this part in the song where it gets fast. It like the beats per minute speed is almost doubled.
Right.
And it's just really, really heavy. It sounds like Metallica at their height, you know, like Master of Puppets.
Saint Anger.
Exactly. Fuck that snare.
Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the only time I swore this entire time.
Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really whipped it out
You've
there.
been drinking, you know who you're around.
You got that out of me.
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
anyway, Grant Henry, Stemmage.
Yeah.
And actually, if you guys want to check him out, he, of course, everything he touches turns to gold except for my song because it's got 400 views on YouTube. He just put out a bunch of songs so there was Super Mario Brothers, Tetris, and a few other songs where he learned to play them in reverse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like the Super Mario Brothers song, so if you go to, I can't remember exactly what his YouTube channel is, but Gizmodo just picked him up and ran a story about it. And so, of course, 4 days after he releases these videos, he's got 20,000 views per.
Oh, my God.
And I'm sitting here like, okay, I need to do covers.
Yeah,
I need to do covers because my original song
just
isn't
hit my
going.
song. Come on, Stemmage.
Yeah, and hearing the Mario Brothers music in reverse, and then the video they have Mario going backwards.
Yeah.
It is so cool. It's gimmicky, but it's neat.
I bet it
it's
sounds pretty
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah, right. I like Koji Kondo. The man could write a tune. Yeah. But so where else do you have a website? Or a Twitter, or how can people contact you?
My Twitter, don't go to my Twitter. It's filled with Donald Trump stuff.
Don't do that.
I'm really pissed off. So don't go to my Twitter.
He's pissed off and he plays a lot of Doom.
Feel your pain, man. It's
If you don't like Donald Trump, then go to my Twitter. You'll love it. If you like Donald Trump, stay away.
Right.
I have a Facebook page. I don't exactly know what my address is, but I know if you search for Sonic Clang, it's on there.
Right on.
Sonic Clang with a C and an L.
Yeah, two C's.
And an Anga.
My nickname is kind of an interesting story too, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, we're all about interesting stories.
Yeah.
Here.
So okay, I have had people ask me where the hell did you come up with
right?
And
where the hell do you get that crazy name?
Well, thank you for asking me that.
Yeah.
Some people ask if it came from the Sonic Mayhem name.
Okay.
Which those are the guys who made the Quake 2 music.
Yeah.
and Quake 3. But
Logical.
it wasn't that. So
Shit.
I was at Menards, I was at the millwork counter ordering materials to build my studio.
It's like Home Depot, if you don't know what it is.
Right, it's like Home Depot, but not.
Right.
And the guy, he asked my name, and I said Brian Kline. And he heard Clang.
Okay.
And he even typed out Clang on the receipt, and I thought that was really funny. So for a while, my nickname was Clang.
Nice.
Just all my friends, everyone called me Clang.
Yo, Clang.
Yeah, I'd walk in the door, Clang.
Clang's
And so
here.
then I was watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh, shit.
And like one of the $100 or $200 questions was, what is something like what sound does a jet make when it flies overhead? Mm-hmm. And one of the
Sonic?
fake answers was Sonic Clang.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm like, oh my god, that's
Regis Philbin, you just gave me my career.
yeah. And I've looked all around the internet for that episode.
Really?
And I can't find it. I would love to have an audio clip of
That'd be great.
Regis saying
Right.
Sonic Clang.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the person got that one correct.
I hope so.
Sonic
Yeah.
Clang.
But
Yeah, that's
that
where
is cool.
that's
Yeah,
where it came
man.
From.
Yeah.
I think every
I
nickname
had
should
no
have a
idea.
good background.
I had no idea.
Good story.
Will there, this is a personal question, will there ever be a Striker sequel? Only a
Well,
select few people know what we're talking about.
You would have to ask Dan.
Okay. All right.
Now, what is Striker, guys?
The best music video of all time.
I think Dan used to say
Incorporating
something like,
bowling.
it's the best music video about bowling ever or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to pull it up? You don't know? You know.
I've seen it.
Yeah, okay.
PC. Yeah.
Might be
So
able to
easily
turn on
one of the
background.
best shots in the video is
was that?
the shot of Tom smiling
Oh, yeah.
after he pats Dan on
I remember
the
you saying you
butt.
like that. Yeah. I thought it was an innocent smile. I think it might have been my best on-screen performance of all time. I was in the video, in said video, and that's why I'm just narcissistically asking, when can we do this again? Because it's been, 7 years now? Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we shot it in 2007.
We got a shout out from Lou Brutus, right?
Yeah,
And
we
you
did
guys were
actually,
on TV.
yeah.
You guys were on TV promoting it.
Yeah, that's actually the last time I sat around a table like this talking about myself
Oh yeah.
in front of cameras.
Yeah, that was a
That
great
was
episode.
2012.
2012.
5
So,
years ago.
what would I have to look up? Striker.
Warrior Squadron
Warrior
Striker. Yeah.
For all you people watching,
So Tom and I were in a pretend band together.
yes,
He pretended to play drums.
I
while
really
pretended.
pretended. I was
while I
brutal.
pretended to play the guitar. While we wore wigs.
Yes, yeah. The only difference was you could actually play your instrument.
You could play your instrument.
Yeah, it was Oh boy.
So yeah, I actually drove by Watertown Bowl 18 for the first time in years today.
Oh
It's nice.
wow, that's a beautifully shot sunset.
Isn't it?
right?
Thanks.
Right.
Whoops.
What are you doing, man?
My mouse is acting
Our
funny.
producer, our video producer.
Well, you need a better engineer.
Yeah.
I'm fired.
That kid is probably
20 net by now.
yeah.
Oh, hey, guys.
Oh yeah. I wish we could pipe
There's
this.
Tom. Oh, yeah, there I am.
This is the best video.
Best
of all
video.
videos ever.
So yeah, there is a little bit of a backstory to the guys in this room. I worked with Tom on this video, and then on the other video, I worked on with him
Yeah.
years ago. Go Tom!
I'm the ginger on the drums.
I'm trying to see if I recognize any of these other folks. Was this before Steel Panther?
Probably right around the same time.
I haven't watched this in forever.
Yeah, this has a Blu-ray and a DVD, I think, that are available somewhere, maybe.
Right? Yeah. So you asked.
$79.99
Yeah, we
for the
were on
package.
TV talking about this. So there was a show on. Oh, so that's really crazy. Okay, so I happened to work with the husband of the director of Director's Cut.
Oh, really?
The producer of Director's Cut,
Yeah.
Mary Donnellan. I work with her husband, and I didn't even know that for a year after working
No
with
way.
the guy.
Wow.
So we were on Wisconsin Public Television talking about this video, but
Yep.
it was the making of this, so I made an hour-long documentary making of for this.
Right.
That
was always my favorite thing to watch on that.
Oh yeah,
DVD.
it was so cool.
Yeah.
I loved
You
that.
guys shot everything. Like, yeah. And
This is about the last thing I expected to be talking about today.
oh, this is planned. This
Oh,
is,
yeah.
That guy
Yeah.
a teacher at the high school?
Yeah.
Him?
Yeah, that guy.
Mr. Martin.
Bruce Martin?
Yeah, he was a
That's Dan's uncle.
substitute.
And that's Danny.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny. How you doing?
Look at that. Look at those drumming skills. Oh,
We actually...
He
we
needed
had to-
more.
interlude.
He needed
we
more
had to go
eyeliner.
back- we had to go back to shoot this like a month after the fact.
Okay.
Because it...
I was wondering when you guys did shoot that. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
we
don't
had
remember.
to go back. Because whatever we shot the day of was terrible.
Yeah. So I remember this. That was a long day.
It was,
That was-
12 hours of shooting, and I had 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah. I just remember that. Like going in all excited, and then by the end of the day, I'm just like, let's get this shit over.
Yeah.
Like, jeez, I need a nap.
We had like 150 shots planned out, and I had a schedule all broken out to 5-minute blocks, and
Yeah.
the schedule was shot 20 minutes in.
Right.
Everything took twice as long to set up than we expected.
Yeah. You did a great job directing, though. You kept your composure for the
thanks.
most part. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part. And you can see all those people weren't in the previous shot.
Yeah.
So, you know, continuity issues, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's a freaking
They came for the
video about
finale.
bowling.
They did. I just remember people kept like progress.
That old lady. Meh, meh, meh. Go. No blood,
R.I.P.
kids.
Jim. Yeah.
So the other best shot in here is not Dan. That right there.
That is a good one. That's the Clint Eastwood, like, oh,
Yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
show you.
And he does, yeah, he's just good. Focus shift.
Oh, look at that. Soft focus.
Yeah, I love that. The bowl off. And I'm in the way of the scores. I animated that.
Oh, that was you.
And yeah, and I kept track. I had to keep track of all the scores. Dan and I figured everything out, so he won by one point.
As long as you got the...
It's tied there.
Oh.
And he gets, yep.
This is like the climax. The apex of the video.
What?
I love
I peed
the
in that
guitar
bathroom
solo
before.
in the, oh yeah, I'm sure.
Right?
Guitar solo in the bathroom. This was funny.
Oh, Paul.
He's got stance.
Yeah, look at that. Look at those skills. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go, everybody.
All right.
This has been a podcast.
It
has been a podcast.
Yeah. Brian, thanks for coming by, man.
That was
Yeah, you're
awesome.
welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, we talked some Doom. I'm sure there's a lot more we can talk about. We'll save that for another podcast.
Reminder: win your copy of Doom, free.
Yes.
We will post something on Facebook soon, and for following directions, like our page, share it,
Do it.
love us.
All the time.
Yeah,
All the time. All right. Well, we're going to get our grab our BFGs. All right.
big fucking.
Yeah. And go jib things. And
We're definitely gonna jib shit.
Yep. All right. So from here, the Dogcast. Thank you guys for watching, listening, whatever. Get a hold of us at hairthedogcast@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Visit us on the Twitter @HotDogcast. And be our friends on the Facebook. Share this video.
Yep.
Win some Doom.
Win some free Doom, boys and girls.
Yay! All right. Till next time.
Thanks, everybody.
Peace.
Drink beer.
Boom.
And play Doom.
I'm pushing the button. I don't know where the button is. Guys, bear with me. Okay? Oh, this is
Boom,
really
boom,
embarrassing.
boom, boom.
This is so embarrassing. Oh, God.
Oh dear.
So, yeah.
And